out. Ask them, whatever they are. We're going to look at, we got the screen over here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a screen over here that'll pop up with all your questions. DJ, thank you. Appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Hey, Glitchy, like, was anybody having, obviously.
Ooh, turn your volume down.
Sorry, I'm not from around here. We got some people tuning in. First one live.
That was
there
awesome.
You go.
We were all pretty inspired here, just kind of sitting around waiting for the sermon and worship to conclude before we got back live. And it was a really cool atmosphere in here of all of us just kind of taking a deep breath and saying, okay, it's going as well as it can, and just being proud of each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, that's really going to help us the most. Honestly, that's gonna help us the most. The glitchiness, we know that it was glitchy. However, it loaded on YouTube, it will have none of the glitches. When it's live, anything that you do live, that's the reason that news channels are what they are, is because they can broadcast in such high broadband. If it was glitchy, if you had trouble watching it, it will be not glitchy on the YouTube channel. So if you subscribe to the YouTube, you can watch that entire service with no hang-ups. Yeah. Oh, now I can watch it. People are watching it on Facebook now. This is not the church service. This is kind of the Q&A follow-up. What this is going to allow us to do is kind of get some ideas on what to do next week, what'll help. I think probably your internet service at home is going to be a big deal too. Like if you don't have great service at home, it's going to glitch just like if you're watching anything else. So, thank you everybody. The compliments are awesome. I appreciate it. But let's go with some questions.
We're sad that it was.
We're hearing
glitchy.
We know. I mean, that's the nature of doing anything live. And so your internet, we don't have any control over other people's internet service. And so like if your internet service is running slow with everybody using it, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, Mary? You're going to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which helps us anyway. In the long run, that really helps us. If we get to 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube, it allows us some live options from our phone that we don't have. Yeah. So if you have texted and said that it was glitchy, good news. You can go to the YouTube, you can subscribe, and you can help that situation.
Well, and it's interesting too, because this morning, probably about 30 minutes before we actually went live, we were having Wi-Fi issues here, which was a little bit scary because if we don't have Wi-Fi here, then we don't have anything to provide to you guys. So
Valerie, you're saying it paused constantly. So what are you going to do? You're going to go to the YouTube, you're going to subscribe, and then you're going to watch it later as it's downloaded, and you'll have no glitches. So I like that it's getting glitches because that's the live experience. That's part of what you get. That's part of the live experience is that you're getting to see it as it happens. But you can actually watch it without any glitches on the YouTube. So people that are tuning in, we see that you're watching. Thank you as always. Thanks for keeping our community together. Thank you. So happy to see Miss Tab too. Honestly, we know, we get it. Tab's the favorite. She's over there smiling. She's going through like kind of a rough season right now. She's a hugger, and so she's just been walking around like just self-administering hugs. She's gonna be all right. We're gonna get through it. Anybody not have any glitches? Did anybody watch the whole thing and not have glitches? I missed hearing your voice. Worship moved away. So lovely to hear you.
Oh. Thank you.
I guess that's why that maybe I can call Yellowknife and get high speed. Ooh, yeah.
That's a good idea.
You can get Yellowknife, get high speed internet. We're kind of looking at what it would look like to add some options here. We've got satellite right now, and I think that's what I'm saying. I think that we're broadcasting pretty well. Like I think our broadcast is getting out pretty well. So if the glitches are happening, it's probably happening on your phone. Would be my guess. If you could go somewhere in groups of like 90 to 100 people right now.
Go to Starbucks
with Wi-Fi. Go to Starbucks. Go to a restaurant. Go to a dine-in restaurant and just get on their Wi-Fi. That might help.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding. Do I have to clarify that I'm kidding? Legally speaking, I legally have to tell you that you can only take 9 people with you to a dine-in restaurant and watch their Wi-Fi.
Kevin said that the glitchiness seems to be related to YouTube, as now Facebook has no glitches. So YouTube, doing the live stream on YouTube is something we were kind of testing out. We weren't really sure if we wanted to do YouTube or Facebook. So again, this was our first take on live streaming, and so maybe it is something that we need to change platforms a little bit, but thanks for the feedback.
So are you guys It's not killing me. It's just full of vitamin B. If you guys are bored at home, do a Google on these. They're just like a lot of electrolytes. They're not the normal rock stars. Are you getting glitches on YouTube? I need to know this. Are you getting glitches on Facebook right now?
Not glitchy now on Facebook, only on YouTube. Glitchy.
Good to know.
So, Jordan and his rock star. Jordan and his plant.
Jordan. And hey, do you guys want to know the story on this plant? This is the honest truth. I have no clue where this came from. There's a gun behind there. I have no clue where this came from. We don't know. It just, where these mics go, this goes. It just, it's we don't know it's not even real. So, so no glitchiness on Facebook.
Yeah.
Right?
Here's the thing.
Am I understand that right?
Here's the thing about what we kind of gravitated toward YouTube for, is YouTube is where we're going to be posting all of our content. So even if we did go on Facebook, YouTube is where we're going to be reposting the live stream anyways. So we really want to push as many people toward YouTube as we can, to be subscribing to our YouTube. So regardless of if we went Facebook or YouTube, we really are going to be pushing people toward our YouTube to catch the live stream afterwards.
What we'll consider doing, we'll talk to Jacob. What we'll consider doing is doing this on Facebook, but then it will still be uploaded to YouTube. Even so, we still want to push you towards our YouTube channel because that's where we can store all of our content. If you go to our YouTube, we've got all of our, was there 133 sermons or something like that loaded there?
Yeah.
No glitches on Facebook.
And again,
Facebook,
with the
is
midweek content that we're going to be doing, again, we're going to be uploading on YouTube as well.
We also have a Facebook data center for you guys that don't know. Like literally, we could throw a rock from here and get within 5 miles of it. But it's close.
All we have to do is throw it like 3 feet.
Yeah. So maybe that's what Facebook, not glitchy on Facebook, Mike McLean says, but the live stream on YouTube didn't work for us in Powell, Butte. This is why we're doing it. It's our first one.
What a great
There's only 75
picture
on here now, only over 250 on YouTube. Maybe it's because we're not as interesting when we're answering questions instead of preaching, but definitely. I don't know. It is interesting how much better Facebook is working.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
Well, there you go.
Any more questions? Come on, ask a question.
Yeah. Any question?
I had a couple glitches with Facebook. So happy. Okay.
Aww.
Lace, you want to jump on here for a second? Anybody? Cab? Levi? Mary? Jordan? Anybody?
Questions?
All right. Well, this is our first week. We're going to get through it. I mean, I'm curious to see sort of how it develops over the next week. We're going to be doing some podcasts. You can't just start like everybody, comments are great. We appreciate those and keep sending those. But then also maybe like a question because I look over, I'm like, a question? Comment. Never mind. I can't comment on your comment. Just read it out loud. Is there worship on YouTube? So because of there's some stuff we're working on with our worship.
Yes. We do have to pay attention to some copywriting stuff. I think we might have a few videos available that you would need to scroll down pretty far to find. But we're working on it. We're working on getting some more.
What's
up?
What are you laughing at? That's Garrett Jess's grandma right there. Annie Oakley. Hi. How you doing? I love Garrett's grandma. Just for the record, we haven't met yet, but I've told Garrett that if he doesn't introduce us, we're not going to be friends anymore. Somebody said that on the church post, they said that the word glitchy could be a drinking game. So, what are Mary's 3 favorite worship songs?
Okay, number 1, we have Silent Night. Number 2, we have Silent Night. And number 3, coming in at number 3 is Silent Night.
Can we set something up here we can help one another and the community? Yes, Amanda. Okay, so if you guys don't know, let me just clarify. If you don't know, the goal of Shiloh Ranch is to see small gatherings developing online so that whether your church has a pastor or if he needs a break, that we can see church communities developing in homes. Mm-hmm. That is the goal. If you don't know this, for the last 3 years, we have been working to see what would it be like to take church from right here and put it into homes, into small communities and small gatherings for 3 years. So now what we're seeing is that there's this awareness that goes, oh, maybe that's why that's important. I mean, to us, it's even clarified why it's important. And so this has been an interesting time for us because we're like, yeah, this is what we're doing. This has been the goal for 3 years. Has there been any questions I missed?
We can mail checks to our P.O. Box, Lacey? Yes.
P.O. Box 177, Powell, Butte, 97753. Rusty
We've got
Schultz.
Someone watching from New York.
What? How'd you find us? Okay,
That's
comment again.
Awesome.
You're watching from hometown in Little Valley, New York. How did you find us? We want to know how you found this. Somebody said sorry for the drinking joke. I thought it was funny. So Lindsay, that's the whole idea is that there are small, hard to reach communities. There are people that really, honestly, they're 50 miles away from church. The idea of having a church community there would be in a home. Mm-hmm. Like we have placed so much emphasis on having a lead pastor. Can I just rant for a second?
Yes.
We've placed so much emphasis on we'd love a church, but we don't have a pastor. Be the community. The community, if you read through Acts, the community was the people and they would gather in the gospel. If you want to know who the leader is, it's Jesus. And his word is in the gospel and how you unfold that is important as a community. I actually think it's more important that people come together and have meals and spend time together and actually be in a relationship and know each other. I think I had a conversation with Justin McKee yesterday. I think it's more important that people live together than that they attend a church once a week together. And so the idea of having a church that's available, like we'll handle the messaging, we'll handle the worship, we'll do whatever heavy lifting we need to do from here and distribute it for free so that you can do it. You don't need one person to move to your town and try to change the culture. You need families from your culture to say, we can do this. We can carry the load. We'll have it in our house. We'll cook dinner. We'll have people bring food. That to me is more of a, I'm not saying better or worse or superior or anything like that, but in a small community, that's what churches need to look like. And if we can provide the digital stuff, the digital platform that says, here it is, you can put a thumb drive into your TV and have church in your home. This is how long we've been working on it. For 3 years, we've said this is an important thing that we need to get up and running. I'm missing a lot of comments.
Perkin, Illinois, Ruth visited our church in Wickenburg when they were staying at the campground. So that's awesome.
Yes.
We've got someone in Utah. Our Bible study is going to be live. I think no, but we will be having midweek content that you could join in on as far as
Kent and Julie met Ruth when they were in Wickenburg. They're now in Illinois.
Sure.
That's Jamie's grandma in New York. Okay, it makes sense now.
Aw, that's cool.
All right. Church in your home. That's what this is all headed towards. And then when this is all lifted, if you're finding us right here, then what we think you're going to probably want to do is look at having a church in your home. If this is a gathering that you think you could do with your community, if you know how to unlock your door and have people in your home, or like if there's a community center in your area that you can unlock the door, make coffee, church is so possible in small towns. We can send thumb drives. We can download it during the week. To this point, we haven't done live, I think because it's glitchy. But instead what we've done is we can offset it 1 week and send it to you. It's all uploaded and ready to go. All right,
Stephanie used to come to service when we were at Brasada and in the tent. Wow.
The tent. Raise your hand if you missed the tent.
Sometimes I've looked
There's
on
no hands.
Google Maps before at the church. I don't know why. I must have gotten really bored. Must have been in quarantine. I got really bored. But you can still see the tent on Google Maps here.
Of all the times for them to take the picture, it's when we had the circus in town.
Big shout out from Sunny in Wickenburg. Oh, Sunny.
Missed the music too. Oh, yes, Michael, do that. Have church in your home. Mary, would you like to just sing for us? Because it seems like we've been getting some requests. Do you know Silent Night? We'll circle back. Did you see this? I said glitchy. Anyway.
Oh, that's okay. Now I made the connection to what you said earlier.
Yep. Anyway,
great.
there's going to be a lot of this. Listen, there's going to be a lot of this. Mary, how did you find Shiloh Ranch? My
mom told me I was coming to Shiloh Ranch. Jacob's yelling at me for looking at myself. My family came to Shiloh Ranch in the Brasada days, and then we just kept coming, and then rest is history.
There you go. We're going to get some people on here. Anybody that's kind of doing stuff here at Shiloh, I think it'd be cool for you guys to get to see, watching from 6 miles away. So we could throw a rock and get within 6 miles of you. That was a Facebook joke from earlier. We're going to have people on. I mean, this is the kind of content. We got an opportunity to kind of clarify the vision. I think there's a lot of people that don't know that our goal is to have church in small areas, small homes, hard to reach communities. If your church is having a hard time keeping a pastor, if your church has lost a pastor, I think there's a lot of people that wouldn't know that this is available. So I think this platform is going to be interesting over the next little while to let people kind of clarify what it is that we're doing. And so interesting. Yeah, Mary.
I was noticing, I'm going to ignore the comment. I was noticing that the new gathering in Silver Lake that's utilizing our digital services, they are still meeting because they are under however many people, but they posted a photo earlier this week, and so that's awesome. Yeah,
so we're going to encourage you to have gatherings of 9, and then lock your doors, and then just hand out hazmat suits to everyone else after that shows up on the porch.
Found you through friends' Facebook post sermon on Faith Without a Firing Pin, best ever. That's awesome.
That's an old one. You've been here for a while. Watching from Bend. How cool is this, you guys? Like, we don't get to do this. I never get to just sit around and talk to everybody after church. Hey, Keto. Best rodeo announcer this side of the Mississippi. I like to say that.
Any more questions? Keep asking questions if you have them.
Hey, if you're watching, let's give everybody work, because like people are like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. What if everybody were to type just hashtag Shiloh at home? If you're watching, just type hashtag Shiloh at home, no spaces, Shiloh at home. I'd like to see who all's on here. It says that we've got 78 viewers, so there's about to be 78 comments. Hashtag Shiloh at home. And I think what's cool is that we can always look back also. Can you please fix it so it says church instead of church? No, we're already started, but we'll fix it on the next one. We will keep track of that. But what the hashtag does, it lets us look back on a period of time that says, oh, wait a minute. That was during the lockdown. You know what's cool to me is listening to people that are interacting from Powell Butte, that have met people in Arizona, that have met people in it, like the network of people that have developed around the Shiloh Ranch vision. And I think it's cool to see it happening.
Thank you for the laughs. I think that's fun, because I feel like we all need some laughs.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow.
Shiloh,
Oh my gosh,
good job. There you go.
That's
now look, here we
great.
go. There
my
we go.
friend Sophie
See?
invited me when you guys were at Posada, only 40 people, and something just clicked. I love Shiloh Ranch. Thinking about bringing people to my house in Utah. There's only 2 Christian churches here. Wow, I didn't even think
People will
that
be
would
really
something
upset
you'd
that
run
your
into.
church might have windows. I'm sorry. I'm
Remember, on a live stream, we can't edit things out.
Shiloh at home. Look at you guys. Look at that. Yep, Shiloh at home. What's cool is that it'll let us, like I said, it'll let us go back. Yo, Don. I like that. Shiloh at home. I like the @ symbol too.
Trailer in Texas.
Watching from a trailer. Oh, okay. So real quick, one time we went. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell that story. Man, this live thing is hard because like, oh, hey, funny story that I cannot tell. Rusty, it's good to see you. Yeah, it's interesting to see how many, like, I think people would like to interact. I think people are like, there's an interaction that we're getting now just as long as you know what to say. Yeah. I'm kind of like that too. Like I'll watch something and I'm like, I mean, I would interact, but I just don't know what to add. So this helps a lot.
Aww.
Mary, I know, yes, when you sing Peace My Heart, thank you. Do you see that? Mary?
I'm crying.
Do you see that, Mary?
Lydia Buck says Shiloh at home. Hi, Lydia. Even our dog is listening.
Dogs actually love our church.
Yes.
It's their favorite.
We've had dogs.
Yesterday I was moving steers around and there was a bull elk in the pasture and my dog took off after it. I'm like, how's this going to go? And he got close enough to see kind of what he was working with. And he was like, I'm just going to pull up and see how this plays out. Like, I'm just going to let him get away. So dogs love our church and our cattle project. Hey, you know what we love is when people come to work cows and they bring their dogs. So we'll make sure to always do that every time you come help sing. So here's the honest truth. Because of the sound, the way that it works, it honestly, if people sing on a live feed, it really honestly sounds angelic, I think is the word.
The cool thing about the way that we're doing worship in our services as of right now is it's the same worship that we use in our digital services. So Chris and Eric, our awesome, amazing sound guys, can add so many effects to make us sound lovely. Yeah. So we're going to continue with that route for a while.
Yeah, I wish you guys, at some point you're going to get to meet Levi and Jacob, and at some point you're going to get to meet Chris and Slink, and I mean, kind of all the people that are making this work. You would, like Tab said it when she walked in today, you would not believe the screens and the monitors and all of it, everything that goes into making this work. It's been kind of overwhelming to watch the work that Jacob and Levi have poured into it, and Chris and everybody that's gotten it to this point. So, well, we're laughing. I love when that happens. I don't know what it is because usually I've done something wrong.
It's because I started to clap.
Oh, clap, for sure. People love it when you clap into the microphones. You guys ready for this? Look at all the Shiloh homes. And I think when you comment, doesn't that show up as having commented on like your feed also? Isn't that?
I have no idea.
I like how you went, I have no idea.
Ruth named her puppy Shiloh.
What?
That's pretty awesome.
It's going to be a very righteous
What's
dog.
that plant? So this plant, it is plastic. Someone called it, what did someone call it? A chia pet?
It's a vegan yard.
Yeah, it's a vegan yard. This has been at Shiloh Ranch Church for probably its entire life. 4 years. And it's been in our podcast room. And then as we were setting up our set this week, I think Levi brought it out just to add some ambiance. And then it's just going to be here. So that's that. I'll set it back in front of the energy drink.
Yep. Well, it's also there to hide
the rock star.
The rock star, because I get a lot of love for that.
Yeah.
Real quick, I got to text Jacob. Talk.
Oh, I don't like this. Donna is so thankful for this today. Ugly crying. Donna, thanks for being here. I haven't cried yet, but I am feeling grateful and emotional.
It's a weird time. I mean, it's a weird, like I think we've talked about it, but like no one's been through one of these before. This is all brand new territory.
Yeah.
And so to say that like, I'm not scared. Okay, good for you. But for everybody else who's kind of like, we don't know, we're going to kind of just wait and see. If you want to know my opinion, I'm convinced that we're headed towards like better days. I think the sun is going to start to come out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see how it all plays out, but I just don't think that this is a limitless epidemic. I think we're going to come out of it. So,
well, and I feel like the live streaming our services idea has been kind of a looming idea for all of us. We haven't been pushed to kind of figure it out as hard as we obviously have been recently. So, even just that aspect to be able to bring this to everyone in the future, even when we are back live together, is a pretty awesome idea.
the plant needs a name.
Nicole said it looks like the grass at Jamba Juice. Wheatgrass. You don't want to blend
I think when this all blows over, we need to send that grass to someone. We need to have a drawing of this. This needs to get something. What would the name be? Okay, name ideas. What are the name ideas for the... We're in Oregon trying to name grass. This could be...
Maybe it's time for a nap.
Problematic.
Holly says, great to interact with y'all. Thank you, Holly, for being here.
Okay. We're gonna go shut it down for now. Hey, tomorrow we're gonna do this kind of stuff. Like I said, this just at a personal level, for you guys that don't know, I was telling the team, I am an external processor. And what I mean by that is I have to kind of talk my way through stuff. Like, I don't know. If I can talk through it, I can get a better idea of how I feel about stuff. What I don't want to do is just bottle it up and sit in the house and watch the news. And so we're just going to, I'm not saying that it's all going to be like groundbreaking material, but I'd love to have people come through here and talk and get to know people in the church better. It's therapeutic for me to get to sort of process through stuff with you guys. And so the interaction, how many of you used to me a burrito and half donut? Done. Anyway, so we're going to be doing something like this every day. We're going to be meeting. I'm 37 years old. This is the first time I've had office hours, but we're going to kind of get a plan together and figure out what is the best way to stay connected, what's unnecessary, and then just sort of try to find the balance. So love you guys. Thanks for jumping on here. Where are you going to go? If you tried to watch a service and it was glitchy. See what I just did there? Glitchy. You're going to go to YouTube. You're going to subscribe, and you're going to watch the service that gets uploaded today without glitches. And then we are going to work on what it would look like next week to maybe...
Keyword subscribe.
Keyword subscribe.
The grass should
Jacob
be called
suggested,
Glitchy?
was that you or was that a comment? That was Jacob. Jacob said the grass should be named Glitchy.
I love that. I'll create a name tag this week.
Can you guys real quick, hashtag Glitchy?
Hashtag Glitchy. No, maybe don't do that.
No. Lacey
Because
says
it's
no.
not going to be glitchy when they go to our YouTube channel.
It's not
they
glitchy, it's the
subscribe,
name of the grass.
and then they
I'm not
watch.
saying our feed is glitchy. I'm saying hashtag this grass. Okay.
Oh, yes. Katie, Michael, Amanda, watch YouTube. Michael McLean is going to YouTube and subscribe.
Good job, Mike.
So smart.
Good job, Chris Farley, Mike.
All right. I think...
Let's wrap it up.
That's
We're out
all
of
for
stuff.
today.
We're going to have a little bit more on in this. We're going to have a little bit more on tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Love you guys. We're excited to try to stay in touch best we can. I have loved, honestly, I swear, I've loved the comments. I've loved hearing back from everybody where you're at. I swear, I feel more connected. Jump on Glitchy Grass. Hashtag Glitchy Grass. People are going to think we've lost our minds because we have.
Say that 3 times fast.
No, I'm not going to say anything that could get fumbled live and repeated. So we're out. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye.